about my dream didn't cheat theory, right? This is definitely something I wanted to talk about because, all right, I've seen the numbers, I've seen the math, and everyone's saying that Dream cheated during the speed run, but you don't know. I mean, it's technically not impossible for him to have done that. So I was up late the other night thinking about this, as I do sometimes when I am pensive and can't sleep. Just to put things into perspective, right? Do you see... Well, the sun's set, so I can't show you the sun, but you all know what the sun looks like. We've all stared at the sun dead on at least once in our lives, just to see how much it would hurt, just to feel something, anything. Where's my house? Oh, fuck. I was thinking about this the other day. Do you see the sun? The sun... Do you ever think about why the sun is the way that it looks in the sky, and why the moon is the same exact size as the sun, and when there's a solar eclipse, that the moon fits perfectly into the shape of the sun? There's no reason why the sun and the moon are the same size, and this is what I was thinking about the other day. I was like, why is the sun and the moon the same size, huh? Why? They're so different. The sun is super big, and the moon is super small, and the sun could have been any distance from the Earth, and the moon also could have been any distance from the Earth, but they just so happen to be the right size, that they're exactly the same. That's weird. It's true, look it up. If you look up... if you look up why is the sun and the moon the same size in the sky, you don't get a satisfactory answer. It just says, just because that's just how it turned out by sheer coincidence. And to me, that's not a satisfying answer, because it feels impossible, right? How could that be? And where did I get this egg from, huh? I don't remember picking up this egg, and here it is in my pocket. That's pretty weird. If you search Google, why is the sun the same size as the moon? It just tells you, oh, that's because the moon is 400 times smaller than the sun, and the sun is 400 times farther away from the Earth than the moon. But to me, that's not an explanation of why. It's just an explanation of like, okay, that's what it is. But it's not telling me why. Why does it have to be that way? It's so improbable. And here I was, laying in bed at the dead of night thinking about this. Some planets have two suns. You have two suns that are kind of revolving around each other with like a center of gravity between them. But we only have one sun. I would say a lot of planets have more than one moon, right? Like, most planets have like 2 or more natural satellites. Well, I don't know about most, but a lot of them do. And we have one of each. And they happen to be the same size? I don't know. It's pretty sus. I was having a bit of a crisis, but while I was laying there trying to come to terms with this reality, I was thinking, well, if the only known life in the universe, if we live in this Earth, and there's one moon, and there's one sun, and the moon is 400 times smaller than the sun, and the sun is it just so happens to be 400 times farther away than the moon, then maybe Dream didn't cheat, you know? Because I don't know anything. I don't know why anything anymore. Maybe Dream didn't cheat because the sun is the same size as the moon, and there's no reason the sun has to be that size, and that the moon has to be that exact size, and we could have had 2 moons, and if one of those 2 moons was the same size as the sun, I'd be like, alright. But no, you're telling me that the only moon that we have just happens to be not just like almost the same size as the sun, but like exactly the same size? Now you're fucking with me. If we, you know what I mean? If we can just live in the Earth like this, is it so wrong to think that maybe there is good in the world, huh? Don't turn my dream into a nightmare. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's called faith. A conspiracy theory is crazy. But I'm just talking about reality. We look up at the sun. The sun, it's the sun. It's there every day, and even if we don't think about it. And the moon is also a very important celestial body. I just don't understand.
Chris,
Why?
are you gonna start a cult?
Why? You tell me why the sun and the moon are the same size in the sky, and then you can tell me about dream cheating in fucking Minecraft. We better figure out the whole sun situation before we start figuring out the whole dream thing, because the sun is so much more important. We need the sun for crops. Do we need Dream for crops? No. Dream probably hasn't even grown anything in his entire life, except his fan base. So don't talk to me about Dream. Unless you've read the manga, okay? Dream is the anime and the sun is the manga. The sun also cheated? No. No. Do other people have existential crises when they play this game? Is that normal? Is that a normal part of the gameplay experience? No one told me about this. No one told me that you have a breakdown when you play Minecraft. I didn't know that in the process of mining these stones, the game also mines you back. You'd be surprised how often I think about why the sun and the moon are the same size. When everything is quiet and I can only hear my own thoughts, those are the thoughts I hear. I don't know why I think the thoughts I do. But the question, it eats away at me. There's so many things in nature that are just random. Just... When I look at entropy, I don't think of it as something that demands an explanation, but it just can't be. It just can't be that the two sky circles are the same. It just can't. The moon is getting further away all the time. Yeah, isn't that the weird thing? It's not that the sun and the moon are the same size. It's that the sun and the moon are the same size right now. So that makes it even more improbable, because if you wait a few million years, the sun and the moon won't be the same size anymore. And if you go back in time a few years, the sun and the moon also won't be the same size. So it's not just that the two sky rocks are the same, it's that life emerged on Earth at the exact time that it needed to for the sun and the moon to be the same. And you're gonna tell me that Dream cheated? Huh? When that is right there, you're gonna tell me that Dream cheated? You're gonna tell me that you can't, that beautiful and amazing things can't happen in this world? And you're here, and you exist, and you're already so beautiful, and I'm already so grateful to know you, that Dream can't pull off a speedrun like that? Huh? Don't say that about yourself, okay? I'm so thankful to be here. If you're saying that there's no chance of Dream getting that speedrun, then how do I know you? Huh? The greatest people I've ever met in my entire life. You're here and I'm here and we cross paths and you're watching me play Minecraft and you're telling me, what, is that impossible too? Huh? So don't tell me that Dream cheated in Minecraft. Don't tell me that. Because if Dream cheated, then I don't know what's real anymore. I don't know if any of this is real. It's only real because it's improbable. And that's what makes it special.
Is that VR model attached to a VR headset or Zhu the face rig? Precious
this
also
is...
OFC.
I just came out the pussy looking like this. If the moon is the same size as the sun, how did solar eclipse occur? Well, that's exactly what it is. If it weren't the same size, then you wouldn't have solar eclipses because it would just get slightly dimmer. But it just so happens that once you have the perfect solar eclipse, it like turns the entire sun off because they just happen to fit perfectly together. Which is also a little bit romantic if you think about it. The sun and the moon, I ship it. Yeah, they're lesbians. Really? You're gonna tell me that Dream cheated? The sun and the moon are lesbians and you're gonna tell me Dream cheated? Dream admitted to cheating? Huh? What? You're shitting me. No way. What? Now? No, I don't believe you. No way. It was shitty and an unfortunate situation where I felt like I couldn't defend myself anymore in good faith, but I also didn't have any intention of cheating. Oh! So... okay. Apology time from Chester the Otter. If you listen to my 20 to 30 minute rant on Thursday about why Dream didn't cheat because life is beautiful and sometimes unlikely things happen, I take it all back.